are they? I'm sure they're here somewhere. Sure they are. Sure they're there somewhere. Oh, there you are. I'm so glad you're here. It's good to see you again. You'll never guess where I am today, friends. I am at the Hitchcock Nature Center, and it's over in Iowa, so you'll have to pack a little lunch. And moms or dads or grandmas or grandpas, aunts and uncles, whoever, I'll post some links to their website and some info about how to get there on our Facebook page. So you'll have that. Costs $3 to get in, FYI. But kids, this is the coolest place. There are trails to walk here for miles. So you're going to want to make sure you have your tennis shoes on this day, because you're going to need them, right? And you're going to need your tennis shoes, and you're going to need your backpack. Remember, we've always talked about some of those things you need to bring if you're going on an adventure, right? Remember, what was one of the first things you need to bring if you're going on an adventure? Let's see. First thing you need to bring, especially if you're going to the woods, is, where's my zipper? There it is what? We learned this on our fishing trip last week, right? Bug spray. I already put that on today before I even got here. You need your bug spray, you need some sunscreen, and you need a bottle of water, right? Be sure to bring that with you. And remember, I've got my first aid kit in there in case I fall down and you get a little scrapey. You're going to need your band-aids and things, right? I brought a hat to wear in my head in case the sun gets in my eyes today, right? And then I brought you our trusty book. And this book is one we've read before, but it's going to help lead us for something to find while we're out walking around today. So let's get started. It's one of my favorite books, and I just love to read it. It's called The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carle. If you know the words, say along with me. Let's see here. Let's see what we can find. Eric Carle and The Very Hungry Caterpillar. There it is. This one he wrote, remember, he's the author and the illustrator. So he did the pictures and the words, and he left a little note in the front. This is for my sister, Krista. A lot of authors will leave special notes in their books for the people that they wrote them for. In the light of a moon, a little egg lay on a leaf. There it is. Remember how he does his pictures. He paints pieces of paper, and then he puts them together to create his pictures. One Sunday morning, the warm sun came up, and pop, out of the egg came a tiny and very hungry caterpillar. Look at that little guy. He started to look for some food. On Monday, he ate through one apple, but he was still hungry. On Tuesday, he ate through two pears. On Wednesday, he ate through three plums. On Thursday, he ate through 4 strawberries, didn't he? But he was still hungry. On Friday, he ate through 5 oranges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But he was still hungry. On Saturday, oh my goodness, he ate through 1 piece of chocolate cake, 1 ice cream cone, 1 pickle, 1 slice of Swiss cheese, 1 slice of salami, 1 lollipop, 1 piece of cherry pie, 1 sausage, 1 cupcake, 1 slice of watermelon. And that night, he had a tummy ache. I don't know if you can see his face down there. Can you see his little tiny caterpillar face? You can tell he doesn't feel good. He has that, oh, I have a tummy ache face on. The next day was Sunday again, and the caterpillar ate through 1 nice green leaf. And after that, he felt much, much better. Now he wasn't hungry anymore, and he wasn't a little caterpillar anymore. He was a big, fat caterpillar. He built a small house called a cocoon around himself, and he stayed inside for more than 2 weeks. He nibbled a hole in the cocoon, he pushed his way out, and you know the story. He was a beautiful butterfly. Let's see. Should we take a quiz on our book? Let's take a quiz on our book. So our caterpillar, in the light of the moon, a little egg lay on the leaf. Then what happened? What happened after he laid on the leaf? What came up in the morning? What came up? If you said the sun came up, you were right. And he popped out of his egg, right? And then he went to go eat. Do you remember the first thing he ate? What did he eat? The first thing he ate was, of course, an apple. If you said an apple, you were right. How many pears did he eat? Do you remember? He ate 2. So the first day he ate 1 apple, and then he ate 2 pears. We're going up our number line, right? So how many plums did he eat? He ate 3 plums, of course. And Thursday, the 4th day of the week, he ate 4 strawberries, right? And then he ate 5 oranges on Friday, the 5th day of the week. And I bet a lot of you have read this story before. You can probably say what he ate on Saturday. I would bet you by heart. I can almost say it by heart too. All of those things. I wonder how many of those there are. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 different things he ate on Saturday. No wonder he had a stomach ache. Do you remember what he ate the next day? It helped to calm his tummy down a little bit. What did he eat? He, of course, ate 1 nice green leaf, right? And he wasn't little anymore. He was a big, fat caterpillar by now. There he is. Do you remember what this is called? The special home that he builds around himself is called a what? It's called a chrysalis or a cocoon. It's both of those things. And he nibbles himself out after 2 weeks, right? And he was a beautiful butterfly, right? Today at the park, I want you to look for butterflies and caterpillars. And there's one special caterpillar. I hope I can find one today. I'm going to go on a good long walk. I hope I can find him. But this caterpillar likes one special plant, and it's called a milkweed plant. And when I find those, because I've already seen some of them here, we'll stop and look at them, and I'll show you what you need to look for. But there's one caterpillar that loves milkweed plants, and that caterpillar is a monarch butterfly. I bet you know what a monarch butterfly looks like. You've probably seen one. They're black and orange, right? They're black and orange. And they are very special because they only lay their eggs on milkweed plants. Who knew? That's the only plant they lay their eggs on. So we want to look for those plants. We're going to look for those under the bottom sides of the leaves, and we'll see if we can see some of the caterpillars, if maybe they've hatched, if some of the eggs are still there, or if we can tell maybe they've been there and they've eaten and then they made their cocoon or chrysalis and then they hatched and flew away. So I'm going to look for some of those and I'll check back in with you. And there's one other place here I want you to come. Well, actually a couple. We'll see how many I get to today. But there is one other spot I want to show you that's a pretty cool spot to check out. So we're going to look for some monarch butterflies and some of the other cool things we have here. So I'll check back with you in just a teeny tiny little minute. Oh boy. There it is. That's what I was talking about. Oofta. That looks tall, but I'm going to go check it out. It's a great big tall tower. I bet I can see for a long, long way up there. All right, let's go check it out. Follow me. Oh boy, I made it. And I'm the only one here all the way at the top of the tower today. It's actually Tuesday, not Wednesday. Sorry guys, I had to come out a little bit earlier. Wanted to make sure everything cooperated with me today. But I'm the only one here, and it's wonderful. I can go all over the place. Who knew you could see so far, right? Let's see, maybe you can check out all the way around. Look at all of that. Who knew that's what it looked like? I bet it's beautiful here in the fall. Oh, I bet it is. I'll definitely be back here. So I'm all the way at the top of the observation tower right now, but there's another level down lower that's in the shade that you can still see a long, long way in case you don't want to go all the way to the top. But it's pretty awesome if you do get to come up here. You'll have to make sure and check this part out. You have to go all the way past all of the little parking lots, all the way to the last one at the lodge is what it's called. So keep right on a truckin' and you'll find it. On to the next spot. Well, here's a tricky spot. There's two paths to choose from. Which one should I choose? This might be the easier one. This one looks like it might have some cool views to go check out. I think I'll try this one. If you get out here, let me know which path you chose. Sometimes you find unexpected things when you have to choose the more difficult path. Let's check this one out and see what we find. Well, this is an interesting find. I came all the way to the top of this hill, the path we just chose, and there's some steps going down right over here that lead down to this path way out there. I don't know. I think that might be one I come back for with my family, and we can adventure on that one together. That one looks like you're going to want to make sure you have a lot of energy before you get down there, because you're going to have to get back up. All right, we're going to keeping on. I did just see a monarch butterfly float past, so I'm going to see if I can find where he landed, and maybe we'll see where he's been hanging out this summer. Okay, well, I finally found us some milkweed plants that were worth looking at, but I think the butterflies have laid their eggs, the eggs have hatched, and they've eaten their way into some of these leaves, they've made their chrysalis, and they've gone. So I'll post some pictures of what those look like on our Facebook page, but I wanted to show you what a milkweed plant looks like up close. So some of the leaves here, you can tell that they've already been here because the leaves are pretty chewed and gone. Let me take this one here, for example. Look at this leaf. We'll do both of these. This one, it's okay to pick a leaf on because I know these will grow back. Here's another one here too. So this is a part of the reason why they call this a milkweed plant. Look what happens when you pick it off of the plant. The end of it, can you see that? It almost looks like has milk on the inside of it. Pretty amazing. But you can see, look at that leaf. That's where the caterpillar was. And he ate and ate and ate and ate and ate. Just like in our story, right? He ate and ate and ate. He made his chrysalis and he stayed in for how long again? About 2 weeks. And then he hatched and flew away. I've seen a lot of the monarchs out here this summer. So if you come out here or wherever you are, keep your eyes peeled. Oh, that's so cool. I wish I could find one. Oh well. I'll post some pictures. Stay tuned. Can you see the sign behind me here? What does it say? It says, no trail. What do you suppose that means? Because it looks like there's a trail there. Looks like there's a path there. It looks like it might be safe to go on, right? I think maybe I should try. I'll just go right over that sign and go. Do you think that's a good idea? Probably not, because I bet the park rangers know something I don't know. There must be something down there that's not safe for me to explore. So make sure when you go to the park that you stay on the marked trails. Make sure to wear your sunscreen and bring your water. It's really, really hot right now, right? And bring your bug spray. And when you're on these paths, friends, remember to stay with your grown-up. Never go off by yourself. Stay with your grown-up and make sure that you are leaving only your footprints, and the only thing you take with you is some pictures that you've taken, right? And make sure when you're on these paths, don't touch any of the plants unless a grown-up tells you it's okay, because some of these plants might be the special kind of plants that'll make you really itchy, or you might be allergic to them too. So we just want to be really careful. So make sure you stick with your grown-ups, follow directions, get those listening ears on, right? Boy, we're at Hitchcock Nature Center. In case you didn't remember that, it's an awesome, awesome place to visit. All right, we'll see you next week, guys. Happy adventures to you. If you get out here, take a picture, send it to me. I'd love to see what trail you took. Thanks, guys. Have a good week.